Shout out to everybody here on a beautiful Saturday night. Hope you're hanging out with us. We might get a pump here. 117.5 looking nice. I was waiting for Bitcoin to pump. Okay, it's pumping now. We can start the show. Let's go, baby. Get the music up and running. I wanted it to pump right when I came on, and it wasn't pumping yet. Now it's pumping. Okay, so I can come on now. It's pumping. Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Shout out to everybody here on the live. It's Saturday night with the Crypto Lover Surprise. Let's go, baby. Woo. Thank you. Calm down. Please. Sit. You're far too kind. Sit down. Thank you so much, everybody, for jumping on into the live today. I appreciate it. I thank you so much for being awesome and amazing. Welcome. I pride myself on being fashionably late and fashionably dressed. All right. Now that we've cleared that up, it's Saturday, okay? It's good enough. All right? It's good enough, for crying out loud. Okay, so Bitcoin. Looks like it's going for 117.5, and it wants it bad. And BOOKMAP, really, every time we've had a deep red, we have gone to it. We could hit it and dump all the way back down here. There's still liquidity down here. There's a lot of people that say, hey, wow, we can go to 97.5, 100, 102.5. But right now, 117,500 takes the cake is the biggest point of liquidity. GIGGLE, which had this massive pump, decided to go sideways. I mean, it's almost worth taking a shot. I might actually end up doing it, but dang. So sad. I believed in GIGGLE as a long-term hold, and man, I talked about it for days and days. Then it did this strange dip, and then they just, wow. I'm still a little like, there's like this burning. I can't. I just got to let it pass. But GIGGLE will always, I guess, get my giggle there. But man, it still looks like it could pump. It's consolidating tightly on that 21-day moving average. Anyway, I don't hold any. Wish I did, but here you go. It is what it is. The BTC trade that I've been holding all day, up 571. I got another one kicking on KKEX, up 344. We're holding about, $900. And it looks like we may start a pump. And remember, the small account, we're growing it. We made 50% on $21. I mean, that's a huge deal. It's a huge deal, right? Just realized I got to put a take profit there. But I'm waiting for that flag to break out, and we can make some gains here. All right, we can make some serious gains. We could make, imagine that, 34 beans. But I'm growing $90 to $1,000. This is how you do it, little by little. But I like this flag right here now on the 15-minute time frame. We're going to break it all down for you. We're going to look at the daily candle close. We're going to have some fun. Shout out to everyone that jumped into class today. If you had fun at class, God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone that takes a shot at the class with me as their journey into technical analysis, or to further their journey, or to just continue to push themselves. I feel like I just need to spend a day on researching all these different exchanges. Just check them out. I've done it all for you. I think MEXC, Weeks, they're awesome. Yeah. And I have a dial into Weeks. I know the people that run it. I can say, hey, what's going on? And, I can contact these people. When you're out there by yourself, it's not the same as if you're here with the Lifer link. It's just not the same. You know what I mean? I'm with these people in Singapore, Dubai. Like, I talk to the heads of these exchanges on a, almost on a daily basis sometimes. So, yeah, it's different when you're with the Lifer, right? This is a different relationship, a different community. Jump on in and learn what it's like to be a crypto Lifer. Hit any of the links here in the pinned comment. MEXC, Weeks, and BTCC here in the top pinned comments tonight. All right. BTCC holding us down too right now. They're doing a proper hookup for the Lifers. If you hit a certain amount of trading, you don't even get entered to a prize pool. You just get hooked up. So check that out again to find out more. I got the link right here. It's going to come at you in 1, 2, 3. Boom. I am a human. I can verify that, Cloudflare. It's me. It's really me. It's me. It's me. Not going to do it no more. So if you go to BTCC and you check it out and you start trading, depending on the volume, there's prizes all the way up to a Cybertruck. You get up to $700 million, which is crazy, right? If you did that, you'd be, a Rolex, a Model 3, a Cybertruck, and even just USDT prize. Yeah, so check it out. Find out more. BTCC. Okay. Let's take a look here on the weekly for BTC. I mean, right now we're going to tweezer bottom the weekly. And I even said, remember, you could enter right here with a stop below the wick. You'd be in the money right now. I've been bullish while everybody was bearish. I think I was the only one on Twitter to post a double bottom on the weekly. It got almost 56,000 views now on Twitter. It was my biggest post in months, which is crazy because people just can't, they're just like, oh, I thought it was the end of the rally. And it could be, I don't know what's possible, but right now I know what's bullish and bearish, and I know how to act. Like right now I act more bullish, and I'll show you why. But that's a double bottom on the weekly. That has a beautiful measured move to the upside, somewhere all the way here to about $144,111.59. My coins are pumping. I'm making money. That's all that matters, isn't it? Nothing else matters, Is it me, or did YouTube change our names? Yeah, isn't that funny how it does that? Hello. Okay, bye for now. Hello, ILY. What is ILY? I'm loving you. I love you. Hello, I love you. Okay, bye for now. I love you too. It's 5:41. He's like usually when you have to, on 5:41 on a Saturday, most dads are busy. If you're a dad and you're not busy at 5:41 on a Saturday, something's wrong. Yeah, because you should be, like, I was just at a Halloween thing with the kids and, grab the baby, do this, and you know what I mean? I was very busy up until like 10 minutes ago. That's why I was a bit late with the kids, all right? My daughter had a softball game at 9 in the morning. I had to teach class, so my wife took her, and then we had a piano recital, which, you know what I mean? It was good for at least a little while. It was brutal at one point, though. They did a lot of video ins, which I thought was insane. I came there to watch my daughter play the piano, and like 10 kids just videoed in their, there was like 30 kids, and 10 of it, and on top of the 30, there was another 10 kids that sent in their video. I don't want to watch your video, man. Like, I love, I was happy. At the same, I love all the kids. God bless. I don't want to ever be, the videos were great. The kids were great. My whole thing was, because some of the videos, actually, the kids played really well. So I enjoyed it all. I love the piano. I enjoyed every moment of it. But the thing about it was, like, we're there to see the kids that are there. At one point, we had to leave. We have another obligation, so we couldn't stay for all the kids that were actually there. And the audience should be for the live kids. So they took a lot of time out of the day for people to watch video, and then we had to leave, and then the other kids wouldn't have the same audience because people had to start leaving. Had they just kept only the kids that were there, like I've seen in my past, it would have been fine. Anyway, not to criticize, just it was a bit odd. So I sat there during the PM recital, felt like it was just like never going to end, like most of the pianists were top notch. I have to, these kids these days are unbelievable, huh? They're like rocket science. Like, I saw one kid, he was like, oh my God, he was like 12 years old, 10 or something playing. I was blown away. Anyway. Take your dog to lacrosse, my play. Are you for real? You guys are funny. Still awake in the midnight watching one of the best out there. God bless you, man. I love you. That's my dog right there, yo. What's up, baby? Yo, that's my man right there, yo. Bah, da. No, don't. So we've got the beautiful W that could possibly break to the upside. All right, let's take a look at our daily candle close that just came in hot off the press. It's a 3 green soldiers, 1, 2, 3, which is a bullish pattern to the upside. We have a shoulder, head, right shoulder. Bitcoin also is above the previous high. Bang. Which means it should likely continue to resistance. Bang. It's got a gap in the VRVP there and another big gap there. It won't take too much to get us into the promised land. So far, so good for BTC. I like this coin called BTC. Have you ever heard of BTC? Imagine I was in London and I asked you about BTC. So we opened at 111,000 even this morning. So we opened at 111,000. Last night, when the candle closed at 8 p.m., we opened the new candle at 8:01, and it was at 111,004.90 cents. The high of this candle was 111,943. So we're actually closer to the daily high now. The low is 110,672. We had a little bit of a dip, and we closed at 111,646.27 cents. up $641 on the day. Amazing. So the candle started, went a little bit, ripped a little bit, closed a little bit, and it's actually eating up what it just lost. Bitcoin's at 111,800 and starting to pump. It actually, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. The 15-minute looks hot to trot right now, like there's some money to be made. Let's take a look at the monthly chart and we'll kind of start our whole thing. So again, remember, as long as we stayed above 108,138 when we close in the month, next, basically in, how many days we got over here? How many days in a month over here? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. I just want, make sure, 31, Halloween. I just want to make sure. I don't want to say anything now. 6 days until the month is over, Halloween, right? Which would be Friday night. So we're going to close. Wow, options expiring at the end of the month too. Could be kind of crazy. But anyway, so there should be volatility. We're seeing if this can make a bit of a flag. Regardless of the wicks, continue sideways, or the next candle just starts to break out of the rising wedge. So we have two scenarios going. And again, I'm open-minded to the fact that we may be bearish if something happens, but the bears have to show us something. Anyone that's bearish doesn't understand support and resistance, which is very simple. The monthly has closed 2 candles at 108,300. I say this twice a day, right? Sometimes. And as long as this candle doesn't close below 108,300, you have to remain bullish. I just don't understand anything else. I don't understand. Nothing else makes sense. And if we maintain above that, you can only assume we're going to have the biggest monthly close in history and close possibly the October candle above the resistance here at about 116,000. So if we just close a candle above 115,820, something like that, we will close the highest candle in the 115,764, right? If we close above 115,800, really, it will be the highest monthly candle in the history of Bitcoin. The weekly, to me, inside the box, you could still say, it fell out. It has to get back inside. But you could say, okay, bottom, top, bottom. It's just going to head back to the top of the channel. And as we were showing you, highly speculative and only really the way the lifer does, but broken patterns. It does have it looks like an Adam and Eve. I got to give it to you. A backwards Adam and Eve. It doesn't look good. And maybe it makes a right shoulder and dumps on us. Maybe we end up down here. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. We're supposed to come down to 75K. That's what's supposed to happen. If we don't, we defy the odds and we go on a parabola. Again, I keep saying that I see these parabolic vibes. And you can smell them I can feel them in my bones. But, that looks parabolic to me. Looks like it's waiting to get lit. 200K, baby. And everything would make sense. Everything would make sense that I've been lining up. The pi cycle top, everything would line up. The stars would align. We'd have our little alt season. It wouldn't be the best. It'd be as good as you have it. Because, we'd have multiple legs like this and it hasn't been the best. But we've had some fun. But this is what Bitcoin seems to do. It seems to take on these legs. Right? That just seems to be the move, right? And then this one would probably blow off a little harder, so pause. No. Didn't sound right. Oh. Anyway, so as you can see, VPay with virtuals. Sounds pretty cool, VPay. So Bitcoin's in a bit of a flag here. And let's kind of make the moving averages nice and tight now. And, it's touching the 21. They're far, but it could still get extended. I'd buy either story, but, I'm looking for this to possibly get out of here, man, and get a move. So we're looking for this double bottom on the weekly to play out. We're looking for the monthly to stay above the support and resistance. And we're looking at here we are finally with a 3-day. The 3-day could easily make a right shoulder here. So like we're definitely in a fragile place, right? Because that could make a right shoulder and dump. A couple days from now, we could right shoulder, and I'll just be like, man, then maybe we'd have to defy it, but it's still, man. So we're not out the water yet. I don't want people getting overly bullish. I don't want people getting overly bearish. It's a good time to keep your wits about you. What I do know is when you're near the 200 moving average, it's a good time to get in to a trade. For me personally, you figure that, and look, there's just a cup and a handle that's breaking out. So far, so good. We could still get this continuation, and now we're back above resistance. So I would expect 110.5 to hold as support. 12 and the 22, both getting a little overbought. Not with a lot of price action, and a little far away from the 21. Not the best. That's not amazing. The 8 hour, a little overbought. The 4 hour's pretty overbought too. Not looking amazing, right? And then the 1 hour saying 8 wants to pump, like it looking like it could be the one. So watch the 1 hour. There's a chance the 1 hour gets us some type of squeeze tonight. It just looks like it could happen. It's touching the 21. It's curving up. At that point, I'm going to take some profits on my trades. The bot will be very close to getting out. I think it needs 115 though. 115.6, but it will get very close. It'll get over its average price at 113.5. This is a Minotaur trading bot that I get commission if you sign up for. It's awesome. I love it. It moves. It gets in and out viciously. Like, look at this track record here. It got in here, sold there. Got in there, sold there. Got in there, sold there. Got in there, sold there. Got in. Built a huge position. Bought, mitigated. And then basically bought the exact bottom right there at 103.944. And now that's in the money. I mean, that was a huge buy. $75,000 position at 3x lev. And he gets in at the bottom there. Boom. The bot's stone cold, man. So anyway, we're looking for... It doesn't mean it's going to for sure. There's no guarantees. But we're looking for a breakout here for BTC. Something like that to the upside. Somewhere to about, I don't know, 114,500 for Bitcoin. And we take a look at BOOKMAP, which shows us the liquidity for BTC. And we can clearly see, again, it's just 117.5, as we stated before. It just seems to stick out and really show what's the most likely scenario here. And when you look at it fanned out this way, you can clearly, why wouldn't we just go tap that liquidity up at 117.5? Oh, it's not so, it looks like it's right there, but then you realize, it's a good spot. So can the 1 hour do it for us? Can the 15-minute maintain the 200 moving average? If the 15-minute loses the 200, this whole thing is, a wrap. And it's basically some kind of deranged Bart Simpson, whatever. But that it doesn't go our way. So we got to watch the 15 and the 1 hour for the next 6-7 hours. I think that's all that matters. If you're really into price action like me and you want to know what's happening, I'll be watching the 15 and the 1. And the 1 looks really nice. Let's see if we can get through the 15-minute cycle. And then if the 15-minute cycle can reset without much of a loss or just kind of sideways, then this 1 hour looks like it could definitely begin to put in damage. So I'd still be bullish here, and I maintain my longs, and we'll see what happens. And that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. How we all doing tonight? How's everybody hanging out? How's everybody doing? God bless you all, right? You get a bot, you get a bot. You get a bot over here. Hey, you get a bot. And hey, send a bot to that guy over there. Lifer, I emailed you. I got no response on my membership. That's interesting. I don't answer the emails, so I'll make sure someone get back to you. It could have been in the afternoon. We were busy. It's a Saturday, but someone will get back to you. Been depressing a few weeks. Hopefully we get something. I thought it's been amazing. It's been my best month of trading in a long time. I'm super excited. I love it. I mean, it's just been amazing. Traveling and hitting. I didn't think I was going to hit when I traveled. Things just seemed to go. Opportunity's been abound, but you never know. We could go sideways too. We could just drag out even more. But it's looking like a move has to come soon. The 1 hour is very tight. Up, down, up, down, up. Boom, right? And it defied the right shoulder that it could have easily made. Smash the like button or no alt season. Shout out to Underground Crypto. Shout out to Underground Crypto in the house. God bless you, man. It's boring compared to before the crash. Yeah, when everything was just amazing. Yeah, and yeah, there's less liquidity. We still got to build up. A lot of people got shook out the market. It's going to take us some time to get that amount of volume back. It is. It's not going to be, you know. But for us sticking around, things have been doing what they do. Or no money, no honey, baby. Yeah, lost 190K this year so far. Oh, well, got to make it back. Dang, that's rough. Do you believe in full moon pumps? I do. They happen a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't even believe in them. They happen. Like, you don't even have to believe. Just pay attention. Like, Bitcoin likes to pump around the full moon. It just does what it does. Say what you want. It just is, you know, it's like, even if you didn't believe in it, you would eventually believe in it. So it is, you know what I mean? It's, but, you know, this giggle's got me bugging out. It's got me like, and again, it's high risk, high reward. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice too. I'm just having fun here with the charts, teaching you guys education and just doing what I do. It's a live reality show of my life in the charts every single day. I want to make sure you get your email there, so I'm sending someone a message there. Thank you, brother. Much love, homie. Happiness, health is prosperity. Thank you. Shout out to my man, God is love. God bless you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Blessings on blessings. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't have a lot that I would go crazy on tonight. Seriously, be easy. You know, I'm still along for Bitcoin, just kind of seeing where that goes. Zcash looks like the hottest thing since sliced bread right now. If Bitcoin follows through, I don't see how Zcash doesn't just continue to rip. So if I was going to trade anything, Zcash is the one for me personally, like, right? Aster with a nice little bounce. We're going to take a look at that, see if there's a move. And Tau, we have a call for that. Has been nice. AERO drone going up 18%. You got to love AERO getting the pump. Hyperliquid getting the pump. So we're starting to see some action in these altcoins again. Eating Sam had a great morning hiking, shooting with the family on a beautiful autumn day. Great to step away from the charts and rest the mind and spend time with the people we work so hard for, man. I'm love to hear that. And I'm happy everyone was safe and you had a good time, man. Bro, don't beat yourself up about not taking. Yeah, Bitcoin pumps on full moons. The earth is done. What else is new? Yeah. I don't know what he's saying. Advantage a lot. Us didn't. We all discussed it with y'all in the group. Yeah. Bitcoin pumps on full. Yeah, I mean, it happened out of nowhere. Where's gold at? We're waiting for this Wall Street. Gold's just going to go sideways at another flag till it pumps again. Pretty simple for me what gold's going to be doing. Let's take a look at AERO and see what happened to Aerodrome there on the pump. Nice little pump up for Aerodrome. And to me, it looks like it's going to start its move further to the upside. Like that would be the bottom buy below the 200 moving average. It just crossed the daily 200, right? So you want to start heeding that idea, wouldn't you? And then you want to see if it can pump up a little more or then flag. Seemed like it made an inverted head and shoulder of sorts. I like this cup and handle on the way back to 242. I see Aerodrome about to do some damage, but that's just me, you know. Let's take a look at Aster and see what's up with Aster. Could it follow that giggle move? I mean, out of nowhere, just booming. You know, Aster looks like it could come up and make that right shoulder or shoulder. Head might make a little right shoulder there. Beautiful bounce off the 786. All right, that's where you're supposed to come and retrace. I drew this fib. We've had it waiting. And now it did just breach the trend line ever so, you know, on that daily close. And, you know, you would expect Aster to continue. The target for Aster looks like it could head somewhere to $3. Yeah, 303. But it's high risk, high reward after what I've seen. But it has made some, you know, that's a substantial move and it's above this trend line. Sammy, do you hold anything as a venture like Pepe or Bonk? Yes, of course. I hold both. Have you heard of PNC token? Any thoughts? I have heard of it. No thoughts, really. Yeah. There you go. I mean, that's a thought, right? Yeah. That I had not a thought is a thought because I still had to think about not thinking about it. I talked about Giggle already. I showed it in a flag. I guess I could show it again. It looks like it's in a bull pennant that wants to pump. Like whoever got the fun, the money in there doesn't want to leave it. See, it's making a, but it's away from the daily, the 200 moving average though on the 4 hour, the 2 hour, the 1 hour is finally touching it. The 15-minute, moving averages are pretty close. On the 15-minute, it looks very bullish. And it looks like it continued to pump. But, it could even be a stop hunt and then a pump. I don't, Now it could be aggressively used to farm liquidity too. So I don't know. It's high risk, high reward at this point. I'm just considering whether I would swing it or not. 90% gains on the board. It's possible that it just goes on another tear, right? Tau is in a bubble. I don't think Tau is in a bubble. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Tau is just nice and tight. You see? They start deleting I was about to say. See, I see Tau eventually to break out. Even if it comes back down and gets tight. And then somewhere in December. But I see it eventually breaking out and going to 1100. Sol's bullish. I have a target on Sol. The lifers already have an idea that Sol, as long as it stays above this 200 and bounces. And I've given this idea to everybody in the trading group already. I'll repost again. And everyone, make sure you're searching through the last 4 to 5 days of setups too. Sometimes, you got to make sure that you're, because I put a lot of stuff out there that might be on a big time frame. It's still exactly where we put it out a few days ago. We're just kind of waiting for the bigger move. Sol is one of those coins, so I would pay attention to Sol. Maybe look at Litecoin. Wow, Litecoin coming up. I never thought someone asked me about Litecoin today, to be honest. Let's take a look at the beautiful super chats here. We have MMMVW2R. God bless you. Can we take a look at Link, please? Thank you. Let's take a look at Chainlink from BP Kalar. I love me some Chainlink. I can't wait till it hit $50 so I could finally dump my position. I love it. Yeah, I love to dump it in money, We take a look at the weekly, and we can see the weekly is forming this kind of upper trend line. Super tight. That's bullish for me, but it also says it could just consolidate for weeks at a time, and it doesn't break out till January? It's like Bitcoin's turn again, and then altcoins rip in January. That's kind of what it's starting to say. And then it can get to 42 by May, and I'll be lucky to get out. That's a possibility. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but if we're bullish, that's on the table. See if there's any way of this being a little more adjusted. But I kind of see the same scenario here. So everyone wants that $50 chain link, but it just seems like, feels like if we do get it, it's going to have to do this and then break out and consolidate and just take time. And it's still just a 46. I like Chainlink. I'm bullish on this higher low. It's got a cup and handle. I'm in it right now. Well, it just looks like it's going to take so long to get the rewards we're looking for out of the coin. But it is what it is. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sam, you're the best. So much gratitude for the lifers. God bless you. You too, man. Shout out to That's the Blues, man. We love you, brother. Thank you. Best community in crypto. God bless the lifers. Thank you. God bless you too. Smash the like button or no alt season. God bless you, man. Much love, homie. Happiness, health, and prosperity for you and your family. All the lifers. Shout out to God is Love 528. We love you, man. 777s. Evening, Sam. Had a great morning hiking, shooting with the family. God bless you, Andrew Yurkovic. We read that one out. Thank you. And may we look at Litecoin from Brett. Let's take a look at Litecoin from Brett. My LTC. Little itty bitty Litecoin. So we put it out before the dip, and it had this crazy move, right? And then it had the dip. So here we are with Litecoin. And it's similar to Solana, similar to even just Chainlink. And look how it suggests that we go sideways and that altcoins do not make a bigger breakout. Like altcoins don't break out till March or February. It's just weird, right? So it looks like we may get, I guess, another sideways price action of altcoins. I can't guarantee it, right? There's a chance this is all wrong. I'd love it if it's somehow like tighter. But when I respect that trend line, somehow it gets back inside and rips from there, and it's like a... Even then, we have to go basically in a straight line to get the descent, and it just doesn't do that. Like, price action does this. Like, from here to there would be, most of the time. Like, the closest I can get is, like, February. Wow, so it's just interesting. It looks like starting to tell a story about altcoins here on the bigger picture that this might just take some time. Litecoin goes to 219, but it might not be there till March. February. It says February 2nd. That wouldn't be the worst, but that's, Much love, Sam. Virtuals, please. Let's take a look at virtuals. And virtual has been pumping recently. Virtual protocol, which is virtuals protocol, but it comes out as virtual. That's the ticker. Not to be confused, but to be confused. And we talked about how much we like this in the falling wedge. It's a cup with a handle, a very elongated handle. It's going to take time, but if the bull run comes back, there's so much action in this whole stuff. And virtual is a real asset. It's a utility. I own it. Again, for me, it's hot, but I'd have to wait for it to get back above that daily 200 moving average. And it's clearly hit a resistance, as you can see for sure. 4-hour time frame is in a perfect spot, though. It's above the 200 flagging out, so I would just flag it out. And if virtual can stay inside a flag, then it's likely that this 4-hour, like, look how small. I mean, it went from 75 cents. It basically did a 1x already. That's how fast these coins move, and then you can't get them at that cheap price anymore. Now you can only, if it goes to $10, you can only a little under 10x this. Before, you could over of 10x, you would have like 12x it at 75 cents. So it's a mindful game of Xing, and I would see this, look for this to consolidate on the 4-hour. Right, get tight, something like this, and then break out. Measured move is 191. And again, like virtuals to me is hotter than what we've already talked about. Like, this has narrative, this has utility, and more AI agents could be coming out of this before we know it, and this could start pumping beyond belief. Thank you so much for the super chats. God bless you, man. I actually like virtuals a lot. I would set alerts on virtuals, and I'd be watching it closely. This thing is worth a swing trade because it's got good utility. It handles volume well. People know it. When it moves hard. I'm not going to get stuck in that. I need big volume to get in and out. This thing can do what it does, right? And I hold the long term on top of that. Even if I were to swing trade it, I believe it's a great project to have. Just, if we have a bull run, or an alt season. See, they believe you that alt season's never going to come, so now you're never going to hold alts anymore. But I will never do that. I'll always hold alts because you just never know. I like how it kind of shagged out, like it went down there and kind of made a bear flag. But I'd still just keep watching this thing. It's going sideways, a little sketchy. Not my favorite consolidation. It could look a little cleaner than that, but for now, it is what it is. But definitely, you've got I put an alert there. I'd watch it. If it can come up and consolidate, it's above the 200 moving average, but it almost looks a little Bart Simpson-esque too. And a lot of wickage. So I need to see it consolidate a little bit more there. But I'd set alerts on ZORA. For sure. Let's take a look at ONDO. ONDO I hold long term. Okay, I've been holding ONDO for a long, long time. Let's take a look at ONDO, baby, ONDO. I like to look at just the Coinbase pair. Last time we saw that inverted head and shoulder, that did play out. Can't believe it came back finally, though. And then the dip, ONDO for 57 cents, is just crazy. They're just like, all right. I've seen this happen, though. Prices have been high, and then they've done the crazy dump. Then the bull market extends later on, and they just, like, you can see, they just wanted to make sure they got their prices. You know, ONDO's been annoying, I'll be honest. And it's almost like, it feels like it's not. Some days I wonder why I hold it. I had a great narrative, was supposed to be this and that, and just, I don't know. For me, it doesn't seem to, it underperforms for sure. For holding it as long as I did, it's been annoying. And even if it gets its run up and it makes them an amazing pump, it says it's going to get to 234 somewhere by February, right? It's like if we're lucky. Maybe something could happen. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a blow off top. But I mean, for the most part, it looks like it's like double bottoming, even finding like almost a new low there. It's just crazy. But I see a double bottom. Hopefully it breaks out, starts to retest. I own this, you know, so we'll see what can happen to it, right? Long term. But I have ONDO in the bag on the long-term portfolio. The target would take it to 235. It's starting to get a little frustrating. It's been sideways for too long, you know, in my humble opinion. Yeah, I'm just being honest about it, right? I thought I'd hit better by now. It is what it is. So, shout out to the live chat. How we doing? Another 100 subs, 100,200 and climbing. Thank you. We are continuing to grow, everybody. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We don't stop. Shout out to the YouTube algo. Shout out to everyone that finds me in the browser tool. We appreciate that. 102,000 subscribers. Is that real? Pinch me. I'm dreaming. I still can't believe we hit 100K. We worked so hard for these days, and now, you know, once you hit it, though, there's kind of like this, like, okay, I hit it. And now you're like, what now? And you're like, well, now I'm back to where I was yesterday. It doesn't change anything, right? You just got to keep grinding just as hard, even harder now, to keep it moving. But God bless everybody here that made that happen. And 15 million views we hit, everyone, total. You know, we've reached that and gone further, but 15 million total views on the channel, which I find just fascinating. And then in lifetime, how many hours have people watched? 3.7 million hours. If you know what I mean, if my high school, my teachers that told me I never amounted to nothing, and I said, but people watch 3.7 million hours of me. Like, people have watched 3.7 million hours. Like, that's just insane. Like, millions of hours of watch time. I can't believe it. How about the sad? What is the sad? Yeah. No, people want real money most. We'll lose it. Been hard season for alts. Yeah. Yeah. So unbelievable time to be alive, right? But man, I had Casper vibes when Kadena tanked. Oh man. Can you explain how a crypto could pump 5,000% and then market sells, and then where does that money come? It comes from the sky, man. We live in abundance, bro. There's unlimited money. Just know that and accept that. Let's all hit the likes too. Lifers will always, and watchers hopefully too. Subscribers, let's go. Hit the likes, baby. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you. It's all good, man. Life is life, right? So lifers, if you want to find out more, go to cryptolifer.com. If you're watching this channel, your vibe, and you're like, I like this guy, go to cryptolifer.com, find out more, read about me, find out what we got. You can join the Discord here. You can do whatever you want. But that's the hub, cryptolifer.com. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I got my 2 trades open. My KKX trade open right there. My MaxC trade open right there. I'm up about $900. There's really nothing else I could do but wait. You know, if it pumps, I'm going to make 4 or 5 grand. We can call it a day, right? And things can go our way. So we'll see. I'm looking for this to break out of the 1 hour time frame. The bigger time frames look a little sketchy, I'll be honest. It doesn't look amazing, but we'll see. The daily looks okay. The weekly looks okay. But somewhere, you know, 12 hour, 8 hour, they don't look amazing. Someone said VPay Ben Rippin. And VPay goes for virtuals, huh? See it on Dex. Clash bounced beautifully. Now Clash is flagging. So it's either this could be the flag, the bull flag bounce, or it make one like this. But I would definitely watch that for a possible bounce. And then a measured move. There's a lot of people eyeing this or sold it. Now they want to get back in. Could play on those heartstrings for an emotional pump there. to a new all-time high too, right? Yeah, at about 1166. I don't own any too, so it does not matter to me what happens to that. How's my small account to 1K doing? It's doing good. It's at 141 right now. All right, I'm going to take it easy to get to 200. Nice and easy. I get this pump. We get this move. No, very little risk, right? Yeah, risking $5 to make $35 at this moment. And we're in the money. We'll see where this goes. We're already up $11, which is, and we only use $21 in margin. Right? If ever someone would want to have $1,000 using small, I didn't use the whole 141. Thank you for asking, man. I appreciate that. People are making up coins now that don't exist, I think, and just being silly. PAUAI network. That is ripping. From 5 to 25. Wow, it did a 5x since today. It did a 5x in a day. A couple days. Crazy. 1 million unlocked liquidity. PAUAI. Hey, network, 2 facilitator, building with 2 standard on Solana, has an SDK to get you set up in minutes. Works well with all popular Solana wallets. Building in Web3. Interesting. Funny, I wanted to get Fred Krueger on the channel, man. But I got to get someone that knows that dude. Not everybody likes him. He's controversial in some ways, but I think he'd be interesting. Yeah. I made 145K on Class. Thanks. That's amazing, man. God bless you, brother. See, people are making money. People are making money. You see that? This guy made 145,000 off of Clash. Hey, it did some. It made some gains. It made some gains. COAI looks like it may come back down off this bounce. Possible head back up to the channel. If Bitcoin bounces, everything is going to follow a beautiful bounce. Remember, Bitcoin's looking pretty sweet here on BOOKMAP too as well. And, anyway, I'm going to jump on out of here for the night. I want y'all to remember me. So I don't want to be here all night. If I'm here all night, you won't be able to remember me. But I'm looking bullish for Bitcoin. Things are looking good to me. I like what I'm seeing. All right, and I like where things could go. Does Bit10x give you a consolidated at the end of the year, or do you have to make sure to do a ledger? I keep a ledger also, but just wondering for a positive move. Give you a consolidated? I don't know what that means, but God bless you, man. Thank you. Someone said Bitcoin wants to run. Bitcoin looks okay. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It could go either way. We just got to take it one step at a time. All right. No, somebody says I'm long. I'm long. Shout out to all my lifers. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I love you. I appreciate you. Remember, alts are still a little sketchy right now. If you see a few pumping, don't get too much FOMO. I'm not. I know it is what it is. We'll get back to, alts again. But I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you all tomorrow morning, sharp and early, ready to rock. And we'll go at it like we do every single day. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. You got to start trade. You got to start something. You want to start trading? You got to start trading. You got to learn something. You got to do something different that you were doing yesterday. That's all. Keep pushing yourself. Believe in yourself. And don't compare yourself to anybody. You'll get to where you desire to go. If you truly desire it, it shall be yours. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow morning.